Growing up, we all had dreams that fueled our athletic goals. And we wouldn't dream of just getting a base hit or playing an average round of golf. We would dream of things much greater than that. We would dream of being the underdog, playing our best game of tennis to take down the #1 team in the nation, Johns Hopkins. We would dream of going into the NCAA tournament and facing the #1 team in the nation at home and defeating them on their home court. We would dream of setting records, running faster than anyone has in school history, or hitting the most home runs in school history. We would dream of being pioneers, being the first team to go to the Sweet 16 in school history, being the first team to go to a national championship game, being the first team to actually win a national championship. At Emory, I've had a very specific dream, a very, very specific goal. Ever since freshman year, I wanted to step up the block in nationals and win the 200 medley relay. This dream, this visualization played over in my mind dozens and dozens of times. I had sights and sounds, everything rehearsed to a T. Fast forward to national championships this year where I had the opportunity to do just that, anchor the 200 medley relay at nationals. I remember leaving the ready room with my relay members, walking out to the block, turned down for what was blasting from the speakers. They announce our names and we get ready behind the block. The sights, the sounds, everything had matched my dream perfectly. Ross swam backstroke, Wilson breaststroke, and Jake butterfly, and they swam exceptional splits. And by the time it got to me, I had the lead going into the final leg of the race. Everything up to this point had matched my dream perfectly. I dove in, swam down and back, touched the wall, looked up, and I realized that we had actually won the race. My dream and reality couldn't have played out in a better way. But in that moment, my dream and reality changed. As I was there in the pool, hanging on the wall, I could hear the cheering, and I look over at my team, a beautiful sea of blue and gold. I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm extremely excited, but the excitement is not how I thought it would be. The excitement in my dream was all about my accomplishment. It was about my win. It was about my victory. It was all about me. But in that moment, in reality, my excitement had nothing to do with myself. Instead, I was excited for my relay members to have their first national champion honors. I was excited for Emory to be represented at the top of the podium. And most importantly, when I looked over at my swimmers, I realized that the accomplishment had nothing to do with myself. It was for the team. I doubt there'll ever be a time in life that I feel a stronger bond with a group of people than I have the past 4 years with my teammates. They alone are the reasons that I like to go to the pool in the mornings and afternoons and on Saturdays. And now that I'm done swimming, people ask me all the time, Ryan, aren't you going to miss swimming? I tell them no. I have to explain myself after that. Do you think I'll miss physical activity? I would be very content with being an average pickup basketball player, which now that I'm done swimming, that's what I am now. And having you walked by our practices, because you see us go back and forth, that's what we do for hours. It's not the most exciting thing. Do you think I'll miss the competition? Absolutely. There's no rush of excitement like getting up on the block, knowing that you're going against another relay member. You can win it for your team. But there's a lot of different ways I can get this excitement, this competition. I'm sure that if I focused my competitive nature towards academics a little bit more, I'd make a little better grades. No, what I miss about swimming is my team, training with them, learning with them, and having fun with them. We're blessed to have such a strong student-athlete community here at Emory. There's many of you in this room today that I haven't had the honor to meet, but if you look around, a lot of the faces look rather familiar. Whenever I see cross-country, basketball, soccer player on campus that I do know, he or she is usually with multiple cross-country, basketball, or soccer players. And outsiders look at this bond between student athletes, and they view college athletics as being kind of part of an elite club. In a way, this assertion has some merit. You know, whenever you go into a classroom, you kind of look for another athlete to go sit next to you. You have something in common. Whenever you go into an interview and the interviewer is a student athlete, or was a student athlete, then you have something to talk about. And so people see these interactions as being a part of a club thing. But that's because they've never really been a part of college athletics. Being in college athletics doesn't make you a part of some elite club. It makes you a part of a family. You're forced in this family the day that you set foot on campus, and through the dedication of representing Emory in the classroom and on the field, you're a part of your team's family, the current athletics family, the family of Emory athletes that have come before you and will come after you. At this time last year, I was reminded how strong athletic family can be. Unfortunately, I wasn't with you all in the room last year. I didn't even get to go to Saxony Part 2. Last year, I took a bus home back to Jacksonville, for a funeral ceremony that Tuesday morning for a buddy of mine who I went to high school with. He had died 4 days prior. When I went to this funeral ceremony, I noticed that there were he played soccer back in high school. And as I went to the funeral ceremony, I noticed there were 2 full pews of all of Alex's teammates. And as I looked around the room, so many people that Alex had been friends with, they were connected to his athletic family. And people got up to speak at his funeral. They didn't talk about how he died, rather they told you how he lived. They told you how he loved athletics, how he loved being with his teammates, and how he loved being with his friends. That's the family that you're a part of here at Emory. Whenever there's a difficult task, whether it be in life or in athletics, remember your team and remember your family. Look out for one another and cherish these moments. In conclusion, I have a message for each of the classes. For the freshmen, keep up the good work, grow and learn from those who have come before you. For the sophomores, most of you have surpassed the halfway mark in your career. There are going to be opportunities that arise over the next 2 years. Prepare not for yourself, but for your team, so that when your number is called, you're able to rise to the occasion. To the juniors, the team culture at Emory is no accident. It has been in the making for years through the leadership of those who have come before you. Use what you have learned, teach those coming in, and enjoy your final year. And to my seniors, we're at an awkward time in life. Some of us will be taking a gap year, some of you will be going to grad school, professional school, and some of you will become real people. I hope that you take from your Emory experience the team mentality and all that you do, for the rewards could be better than you ever dreamed. Thank you.